Recently, Sushil Tuli, founder, president and chief executive officer of Leader Mortgage Company, was appointed as a 1999 chairman of Massachusetts Mortgage Bankers Association, the largest association of mortgage lenders and industry professionals in New England. It is a matter of great pride for the Asian community that one of us has been given such an honor. Hence, Mr. Tuli certainly deserves to be in the spotlight at our studios. With great pleasure, I welcome Mr. Tuli along with Susan Zuber, the president of the Massachusetts Mortgage Bankers Association since 1994. Under Susan's guidance, the MMBA has grown from 210 to 350 members. Susan, I welcome you, and please tell us, what does this exactly MMBA mean?
Thank you. I'm glad to be here. The association is dedicated to the professional development of its members. We represent our 350 member companies in their legislative and regulatory matters before the State House, the federal legislators, and also the Division of Banks and other regulatory agencies. We also pride ourselves on our commitment to the educational development of our members. We sponsor 35 to 40 educational events a year. We try to make mortgage lenders be better mortgage lenders.
And what does it take for one to be elected as the chairman of this association?
Well, what we do is we have a nominating committee comprised of members of our board of directors, and what we look for in a candidate, someone who's currently serving on the board, who exemplifies, we rank them on 4 separate categories. Their knowledge of the industry, first and foremost, as well as their reputation in the industry, their business ethics, their integrity, the reputation that they share within the lending community in Massachusetts. We also try to examine the participation level of the candidate's company in the association, whether they have participated in our programs and are active members in good standing. And lastly, we look for their leadership capabilities. We want to select an individual who certainly will be able to lead the association strongly, especially in these changing times for the financial services industry.
So I guess apparently you have seen all these qualities in Mr. Sushil Tuli to appoint him as a chairman.
Yes, Sushil exemplifies all of those things. He's been a member of the association for almost 10 years. He has served on our board since 1992, highly regarded by his peers for the quality of his business operations, his personal characteristics, and mainly his integrity. And we certainly saw a leader in Sushil.
Sushil, first of all, accept my heartiest congratulations for being appointed as a chairman. And tell me now, what are your goals for 1999? What exactly are you going to do for this association?
Thank you very much for inviting me and Susan to come to your show. And Susan, thank you very much for such a nice introduction. As a chairman of the association, I set for myself 4 goals. The first goal is for us to develop a web page for the association. I am going to work very hard to get a web page developed and get going as soon as possible. My second goal is to keep the momentum going. At this time, the association is well known, well respected, and is doing a lot for its membership. And also the consumers are benefiting from the membership of the association. My goal is to keep that momentum going. Third, I want to educate the customers the benefits of doing business with a member of Mortgage Bankers Association. When they do business with the member of the association, they know that they're doing business with a company who is ethical, who meets the code of ethics, and who is professional member of the association. And I also want to work on getting the membership increased so that some of the mortgage companies who are not member of the association, convince them that they should become a member of the association and enjoy the benefits which we offer to them.
You know what, you have already answered the question I was planning to ask you. I was planning to ask him as to how does it benefit the consumer to work with a member of this association, but he has kind of answered that already. And my next question would be, the interest rates are fallen down right now. So do you think it's the right time for people to refinance?
As the interest rates are at their lowest levels, and with the Federal Reserve recently dropping the interest rate, this is the best time for consumers to refinance their properties. Most of the consumers have taken advantage of the lower interest rates, but we still see there are some consumers who are waiting and they say, oh, we're going to wait more. My advice to them is take advantage of it, refinance their property if they are paying a higher interest rate.
And also, a lot of my viewers don't own a house yet. Do you think, what would you advise, is this the right time to buy the first home?
As the first time home buyers, that's my specialty. I take a pride when I help a first time home buyers buy a house. I tell you, I have every time when a consumer buys a first house, they come to take a loan from us. The day they pass papers, I get a personal satisfaction that here is another person, I help them meet the American dream. This is a great time to buy a first house because the interest rates are low, the real estate values are at very reasonable price, and people, those who don't own a house, this is a time they should start looking for their first house.
Susan, I think you want to say something.
I just bought my first home.
Congratulations.
So I can attest to this being the right time.
Also, perhaps one of you could answer the question, how much is the minimum requirement as a down payment for a first time home buyer?
I'll answer that as people think that they need a lot of money to buy their home, and they say that, oh, we don't have the money, so we cannot qualify for a mortgage, or we cannot put the down payment. At this time, the only down payment required is 3%. So say if somebody is looking to buy a house for $250,000, all they need is $7,500 in savings, and they can buy their house. Also, for low to moderate income people, there are programs available in the Commonwealth through Mass Housing Finance Agency where all 3% can come as a gift from a family member or from a church or from their employer. They don't need to have any money, and above all, they will also get a lower interest rate. So there is not too much money needed to buy their first home. People should look into it and buy their first house.
You know, I think this is very, very beneficial information coming to our viewers. And Susan and Sushil, do you think there's anything else would you like to share with our viewers for their benefit?
I will ask Susan to answer this question.
Arsh, I do. I think there's one important message that we'd like to get to your viewers, and that is that we encourage people to see a lender first. Before you even commence your house hunting, if you go to see a lender, you can find out exactly how much home you can afford. You can be either pre-approved, pre-qualified, or pre-approved by a lender. They'll tell you the amount of home you can afford and what you qualify for on a mortgage. That way you have a leg up on others who might be viewing the same property that you're looking for. It's a very competitive time out there for house hunting, and with a piece of paper that says you've already been approved by a mortgage lender for a mortgage, you have a great shot at securing that home.
And as to pre-approve a loan, it takes only 24 hours, and there is no cost to do that. So there's no reason why a home buyer should not get themselves pre-approved by a lender.
So friends, if you're house shopping, please contact your lender first. And Susan and Sushil, thank you very much for coming up to our studio and giving so much information to our viewers. It's a pleasure meeting both of you.
Thanks so much.
Thank you, Sushil.
Thank you, Ash.
Thank you.